decided to retire to pro rides, and Troy's going, well, I'll come in. There's got to be at least one Clark competing. But here we go. We've got a battle of the AUs all the way from over in Victoria. Got Pat Meehan in the Tufflift AU being chased down by Trent Forrester, the winner of our tandem comp last night. So plenty of AUs out here doing incredible things. Of course, the turbocharged power plant in that lead car, the NA AU in the chase. Great job so far from Pat, really filling those outside zones. It's his first time over here at the bend, and I had a quick chat with him before, and he said he's absolutely loving the track.
Yeah, great work by both these guys. We saw Trent there drop down his actual car speed to about, well, sub 10 kilometres an hour, but still kept that thing under drift, still kept it. Hey, the only way to really experience it is to hop in a car for yourself. Definitely.
There you go, Trent Forrester now in the lead, being chased down by Patrick Meehan. You can just hear that limiter being absolutely abused by Trent Forrester in the lead. Pat Meehan all over the back of Trent as they come into the left-hand sweeper. Trent all over the outside zones, exactly where he's supposed to be, and Pat putting it on his door, Danny. What a great run from these AU Falcons.
Yeah, these guys are really outdoing themselves here in the Level 2 comp, Ben. That Trent out the front there, really having to wring the neck out of that NA.
You can just hear him from the initiation to the end of the quad kick. All you heard was dun, dun, dun. We've got a couple more Falcons over there lined up, ready to go. It's going to be Dominic Priest. He'll be in the lead. And then all the way over from Victoria, it is Patrick Meehan in the AU Drift Society Falcon with the Tufflift down the side. Paddy's been coming leaps and bounds in the last couple of years as well. Really picking up the pace. Just goes through a T5 every event pretty much. But Dominic there in the lead. Chucks it in. A little bit of an awkward line. You can see him having to straighten up to make that corner just with that wide entry. Patrick unfazed behind him, just trying to keep on the rear bumper. Of course, it is a BA Falcon, so it's missing the bumper apron. But look at Patrick all over the side of Dominic. Gets the nose out just in time to keep the car on the track. Fantastic chase there from Patrick Meehan. And Dominic...
I don't know about Phil. It's like 80%.
You've got Eli's car, basically.
It cruises up here on the highway really well, but as far as the drift car goes, it's still got a bit to go.
All right, here we go. We've got another battle. Patrick Meehan in the lead, being chased down by Dominic Priest. Dominic actually doing a great job there in the chase, matching Patrick's speed with the turbo-powered car up front. A little bit of an awkward line there from Patrick, but Dominic doing all he can to keep up with that AU. Oh, look at the angle there from Pat. It's too much. Overcooks it. That was a big, aggressive, snappy transition. Just couldn't quite hang on to it. Maybe dipped the tire in the dirt there, Danny.
Yeah, it's easy to forget sometimes how boaty these Falcons can be until you see them on transition. And
when you watch one snap, you're like, oh, that's like someone driving an S chassis normally, and he still can't hold on to it.
They can be a challenge.
Drift. This is that video of the Bisu Toge circuit of him T-boning Spencer. Here we go, we've got another battle now. It's going to be Patrick Meehan in the lead, being chased down by Joel in the 32. Meehan's really got that quad kink dialed in the turbo AU, and big angle there from Joel in the chase, but he's getting dropped a little bit. You can see him straight in the car, trying to close that gap, cutting the line as well, doing everything he can to get on the back of that Tufflift AU Drift Society Falcon. Again, a nice solid lead run once again from Patrick.
Unfortunately,
definitely
Joel,
getting his money's worth out of this excursion over here from Victoria. We're going to see Pat Meehan giving chase. Patrick currently sitting in third, so he's doing really well today so far. It's great to see him over here competing from Victoria and really throwing down. Had a quick chat with him this morning, and he was absolutely loving the track here at the Bend Motorsport Park. So it's great to receive such positive feedback from these drivers. But it's going to be Joel now in the lead. Pat giving chase.
Pat sacrificing pretty much all of his angle there to keep up with Joel in that R32.
Yeah, then he threw it up on the door and then kind of had to waver the angle a little bit. A little bit of a messy chase, but it's messy because of aggression, Danny. So it's not going to be as harshly looked upon as, say...
It's acceptable mess, we like to call it.
That's right. But again, very, very aggressive across the line, almost inside the door. We're going to move on to our next couple of battles now. We've got Pat Meehan and Rick Biglands on the line ready to go. Yeah, that's it. They're absolutely throwing down. We can't separate them. Eventually, one of them's going to crack, though, Danny.
Who will crack under pressure, Ben?
That's right. But here we go, we've got our next battle underway. It's going to be Patrick Meehan in the AU Falcon up against Rick Biglands in the S13. Patrick being the high qualifier, he's going to lead first, being chased down by the Seafoam S13. Nice solid line from Patrick through the quad kick now coming up the hill. See if he drops a tyre. Looks like he's right on the edge of the track, but gets it done. Nice transition again from Patrick. Rick having to dive in a little bit, trying to close that gap right out on the edge of the track there. From Patrick Meehan, doing exactly what the judges want to see, given that nice open door for Rick to try and take advantage of. But I think Rick just maybe a step behind during that run, Danny. So, of course, it's the second half of the Rick Biglands and Patrick Meehan battle. Meehan.
I don't know, is he a track in Japan or is he...
Of course, all the way over from Victoria. Be good to see more of his AU brethren head over as well, the AU Drift Society. There's a couple of really wicked cars over in Victoria, of the AU persuasion.
AUs are like birds, they all migrate to the...
Yeah, that's right.
They stay together, they migrate together.
They come across in a flying V formation.
Yep, absolutely.
But it's going to be Rick Biglands now to lead us off, and he's going to be chased down by Patrick Meehan. Nice solid initiation there from Rick. Patrick taking the opportunity to go for the dive into the quad kink there. And a fantastic job so far in the chase. Oh, as he over-rotates slightly and the chase drops a tyre, he's gifted a bit of an opening of the door there to Rick Biglands. Rick just needs to keep this run nice and solid. And Patrick's going to come back at him now and try and close that door, put the pressure on towards the end. Will that mistake be enough, Danny? As Rick drops a tyre right on the end as well. Throw that big puff of dust.
Pat Meehan from Victoria. Sorry, I should have come around.
What up?
What up, guys? Well, I have a result. It's going to go to the Victorian, Pat Meehan. So through to the top 4. Well done. We'll get you back going to pits and then we'll see you the top 4.
There we go. So Patrick Meehan will move on into our top 4. And who did the ear chewing this time?
Well, Bogger getting knocked out. Maybe going for Dale's ear back in the pits. We're going to have to keep an eye on that, Ben.
Oh, we've got some battles coming now, though. It's AU on AU action here in our level 2 top 4. Patrick Meehan in the lead, being chased down by Trent Forrester. Turbo AU from Victoria versus a NA-powered vehicle from Adelaide. Oh, as Patrick makes a big mistake.
No.
Goes around, over-rotates. Little bit of contact. Wheel to bar. But that's the first mistake we've seen from Patrick all day, Danny, and it's just come at the worst possible time for him.
It's a cruel sport, Ben. You know, you can be absolutely.
It's a harsh mistress and an even worse wife.
You can be on the ball all day and not put a foot wrong, and then come top 4, you make one mistake and it's
come top 4, you forgot to take the garbage out.
Expect both of these guys to be in that sort of top 4. They are in that top 4.
Sure are, Danny.
There's certainly no surprise to see him here, and this is why.
I know Eli would be super stoked to be in the top 4. He had a big string of getting knocked out in the top 8s, and he goes, I've got to break the curse.
He had to get through
now
that.
He's broken that curse, and he's hitting the top 4 every time. Yeah, he's broke the top 4 seal. All right, here we go. We got Trent Forrester in the lead this time, being chased down by Pat Meehan. And he had a massive issue with the first run. He drops a big tyre on the second lap there too. As they come around up the hill, Patrick needs to just... Oh, we got a big understeer moment there from Trent Forrester on that transition as well. These guys are falling apart, Danny.
At the seams, Ben.
What's going on?
The pressure's getting to him, Ben.
Yeah, the old seam sealer in the AUs is just starting
well, they did
starting to degrade there, Danny.
They did have some build quality issues.
The roof lining's falling down. Door handles are falling off.
luckily mechanically they're pretty bulletproof.
Pat Meehan and Trent Forrest are now heading away and around to the pit. So it looks like we have a result for those battle. It looks like Trent will be moving through. Trent Forrester in the maroon AU will move through to the final. Hello everybody, and thank you for sticking around for round one of the Scott's Tyres Drifting SA State Series. So, third place today in our NGLX L2, winning themselves a free round entry, which is a great excuse to come back to SA. It's Pat Meehan. Just smile for the camera. There you go. All right, Pat, it's great to see you over here. It's great to see that your T5 stayed in one piece today as well.
T5 died long ago. It's top loader now.
Oh, she's a top loader now. That's why it's all staying together. But yeah, all the way from Victoria. Been doing really well in Keep It Real lately. It's great to see you come over and have a crack and do really well here today.
Cheers, Ben. I've had a blast today. This has been insane. The expression session at the end was nuts. Awesome event. Zero complaints. Amazing.
Awesome, man. Can't wait to see you back. Make some noise for Pat Meehan. All right, someone's ready to pop. So thank you, everybody, for joining us here today.